El Presidente back here again, broadcasting his propaganda across the airwaves over YouTube. We are going to be playing the mission Through the Looking Glass, where we've got to export tons of raw resources before you run out of time. So we've got another time mission. This time we're going into Isla Rojo, who are the bastards who were screwing us over around last time in the last couple of islands. In Isla de Cana, or I already forgot, in Bao Bao. It wasn't Isla de Cana though, was it? But something along those lines. In the meantime though, let's start playing on the Loch Ness Monster, otherwise known as Isla Rojo. And I'm no doubt looking forward to what El Presidente's got to say, because we've lost a couple of our members, although we got one of them back.
Given me a second island. Furthermore, thanks to the Pirate King, we have enough gold to make our move against Leon King. Professor Zweistein warns me we should be very careful not to make any drastic changes to the timeline. Otherwise, we will lose our best weapon, the knowledge of what is to come. I reassured him I am always careful. I have settled on a simple plan. We'll prevent Cayo de Fortuna and Bao Bao from gaining independence. The repercussions of this small change will be a serious hindrance to Leon's plans in the future.
Cayo de Fortuna. Yeah, there we go. Through the Looking Glass.
Governor, I understand you bear a grudge against the governor of Cayo de Fortuna and Bao Bao. This calls for a little competition, my good fellow.
Bao Bao. I would suggest you draw the attention of His Majesty by governing your colony well. Well, you will thus be able to carry favour in court and deem your rival incompetent. One stone, two birds. You will ruin his life and his reputation. But beware, if your rival gains independence, he will be out of your reach. Export a combined total of 100,000 resources, and we've got 10 years before the colony becomes independent. Alrighty. So we're going to do this in 10 years. That's not going to be really difficult at all, to be honest. Let's go ahead and make sure we're playing at a slow speed. Let's just have a closer look at the islands, just in general.
Greetings, old chap. Have I got a deal for you?
Get the platinum package as usual.
The severe undergarment shortage has halted His Majesty's military campaign. How are we expected to conquer both the North and South Poles without warm undergarments for our soldiers?
You don't want them freezing their nuts off though, do you? All colonial governors are hereby ordered to lend their support for His Majesty's campaign. Carry out His Majesty's wishes, and you will be rewarded with an extension to your mandate as well as other benefits. Alrighty. Talking about North and South Poles, Australia's got pretty much the largest territory in the South Pole, at least. It is incredibly large, although most countries don't really recognise territories in the South Pole. Because, well, they just don't. In the meantime, though, let's go into building that llama ranch. Its perfect placement is right over here. So we'll build that there. I'll extend this road a little bit, and then we'll... Wait, maybe I should extend it like so, and then we'll build another way, another one through here. Because this is a little dirt patch. They had this in Tropico 4 as well, like the dirt patches to tell us where to build roads almost. It's almost as if that's what they're telling us to do. But we've got to export 100,000 resources. That's not really going to be all that difficult. We've got a construction office here and a teamster's office. A couple of houses, so we'll make this like a little housing estate over there. We just need more people and we're pretty much good to go. We've got like a fresh slate really to start off from. We'll also build a wharf maybe. That wouldn't hurt at all. Build it out over here. And then I'll extend this road. I'm not sure if there would be the best placement, because if I want to build a couple of docks, let's check this out. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to do that, because if I want to build a couple of docks, the road's in the way. So, you get rid of roads by... Okay, delete takes us to El Presidente. How do you get rid of roads? There must be a way. There is a way. There we go. I'm sure there was a hotkey though to do all of that stuff, but what I'll do is I'll build a road like that. There we go. I do like my roads very straight. This is no SimCity when it comes to curvy roads or anything. They go all over the place for the most part. But roads are free, so let's make the most use out of that. I'll extend this road like so, because it seems like the plantations will be doing very well over here in this nice temperate rainforest area up north. In the meantime though, why am I not studying anything? Let's go farm upgrades, ranch upgrades, and mines. Yeah, we'll have it in that order. I'll also need a library, so let's get on to education. We're back in the colonial era, although there's no real time period, or at least no actual years or anything. I'll build that. It doesn't really matter where you build it, really. A library. Libraries can be pretty much built far away, because they don't really have any impact within the general area. It's just a whole map, or whole map type of thing.
Presidente. I mean, Governor. A shipment of gold has arrived.
Not El Presidente just yet. We will be very soon. The pirates came during the night with boats full of dough and brought back a portion of the gold. We baked them as ransom for the prince. They are still pirates, and after discounting their wages, the cost of the supplies, rum, and wrenches that they spent on the way— oh, wenches, not wrenches— we're getting only a small portion of the money, but it's better than nothing, and we received $10,000. That's nothing to complain about. So that wrench, it's not built yet. I thought that's what that thing was, but we get 6 more months in our term, so that's pretty nice. I'll also go ahead and get to building some more plantations. Some cash crops, probably. Actually, let's firstly check out. We'll be able to get a lumber mill, because you just need to research the Pank's tech. But other than that, you aren't able to really, export any luxury goods or any industry really apart from that. So how about let's go with logging camps and get a couple of them, such as one here. Oh, that's a plantation. I'll have to build those plantations though. Go ahead and build another one, maybe with corn again. No. Maybe coffee. No. Bananas. Bananas. It is. And we'll build it along this road. Make sure we're maximizing the space that we've got available to it.
Technological progress is the pathway.
Yep. And we're definitely building that library. I'm surprised at how quickly you have to build libraries in the game. You're forced to pretty much build them right away, because that's if you want any research. Well, you're gonna have to build a library right away. Anyways, our workers are building slowly but surely. They'll get there. Oh wow, got a lot of interesting characters around over here. What's that lady's name? Macarena Gutierrez.
His Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation for your achievements in the name of the Empire.
Alright, His Majesty is satisfied with our progress, as he is at the every start of the royal missions, in the colonial era at least. So we'll go with probably a treasury subsidy for now, which reminds me that I should be leveling up our characters. I might level her up. Mathilde increases all Swiss bank account gains by 4% now. Very nice indeed. The other upgrades, they are quite expensive, so can't get them just yet. But what that means, I'll be able to go ahead and get, here we go. Let's see, Modesto, Mentor, or Mathilde. Increases the budget by 8%. Stolen money goes to the Swiss bank account. Alright, I'll wait till we get the mine, and then we'll put her in as a manager. So wait out until we do all of that stuff. Finally, we're exporting a bit of corn. That's 3,000 exports as well. Also, nobody really told me what happened with the uranium exports during the mission a couple of episodes ago. I think someone said it was a glitch, but there was no real explanation. I don't think it was supposed to happen. I think, as they said, it was a glitch, but it's mighty frustrating, that's for certain. Because we kept on hitting the target. We kept on exporting the right amount of uranium, but it just would not work. Very, very frustrating. Anyways, we still aren't able to adopt a constitution. We'll be able to do that very shortly. We're still at 70 people. Let's speed things up quite considerably at that. And, okay, we're not able to get any of that. Let's go build maybe another logging camp on the other side, maybe. Something like that should do. Alright. Put this library on high construction priority. And put the banana plantation on high construction priority as well, so we can get some exports. Oh wow, and we've already built the wharf. Okay, we'll go with drift netting as well. We do have a lot of money. We've lost 2 people though over time, but we've exported 6,000 worth of goods, so that's not really going to be a problem. I'm pretty sure we'll be more than alright.
His Majesty's military campaign is not going well. The Scots, with their fancy kilts, are rampaging through both poles unopposed. We need more undergarments, now!
Underwear. Underpants production has all but stopped because of the wool shortages. His Royal Majesty demands a new shipment of wool for his army. The end of underpants race. So we're going to export 3,000 wool, which is not going to be all that difficult. Let's have a look at ranch. Llamas do wool as well, so I guess we'll get on top of that pretty quickly. I mean, over the length of the mission, I'm sure we'll get there. We've got 3 years to export 3,000 worth of wool. Let's see how much we've done so far. Well, we've got monthly production of 300, so that's not really a problem. And once we get the shaving pens, that'll help us out. We're not able to research just yet. We'll be very shortly though. We're losing a couple of people. Alright, let's go invite 3 foreign workers, because I've got the money for inviting all of them. And let's go to building some country houses. And I hate how they placed them in over here, but I guess I'll have to take it. Okay. Build a couple more houses so everyone can be happier. And at the moment, that's about all that we can build. We'll be able to build a couple more docks and all. So I'll get on top of that pretty soon. Our Teamsters are still working. Unfortunately, they're rough. They're fairly far away from housing and all. But what I could do is maybe even extend a road like so here. There we go.
Oh, Presidente, I forgot how slow these colonial ships are. Exporting goods will take forever.
Oh, no, it won't. I wish we had one of our old modern super freighters, but we can always compensate quality with quantity. I even heard that some landless colonists from Europe know about our fast progress and will settle in Tropico if there are ships to carry them here. Have 3 docks. That'll give us 30 illiterate colonists. That's not bad at all. We've already got 1 dock. I might as well go ahead and get to building another one. And look at that. There's perfect placement of that road now. Not going to have any problems placing any more docks about, so that's all good to see. And I'll put that on high construction priority. We've already built the banana plantation. We've got that logging camp. Let's go build another one. And also put that on high construction priority, so the houses can slow down. Because I'm not really all that fussed about too many houses. Because once we get the 3 docks, then I'll need a lot more houses. But until then, we can take it back quite easily. I think this is going to be one of the easy missions. That was really quick, actually. Jeez, yeah. 4 months each for the cowboys and the shovel. So what did that enable us? Farm upgrades. Yep, I'll go with small parcel growth. And selective breeding. Selective breeding is really important to get on top of early, because it'll really help you out. And that's it for farms that we've got around here.
Our land is untamed and wild, but it is our home. We must do everything in our power to defend it.
Alrighty, have 2 new guard towers. I'll go ahead and place them right next to El Presidente's palace. That look really nice.
Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation for your achievements.
As always, give us another personal gift, and we've got another mission to accept.
The red pirate Black Soul Patch has begun terrorizing the seas near Tropico. Many say that one day he will be the most famous pirate of all.
Oh, that sounds like a bit of intrigue. Black Soul Patch. If we are to capture him, we would need a fleet. Have 2 docks. Easy. We've already got 2 docks. Oh, actually, no, we don't.
Great jumping
well, we'll very
arms,
shortly.
Presidente. I mean, Governor. A shipment of gold has arrived.
The pirates came during the night with boats full of dough and brought back a portion of the gold we paid them as ransom for the prince. They are still pirates and after discounting their wages... Okay, so it seems like we'll keep on getting that for the length of the mission, which is pretty good. Can't complain.
The king has offered a huge sum for the capture of Black Soulpatch before he becomes more than a mere nuisance.
Shall we send one of our valiant dynasty members on an expedition? Let's go send out Modesto. After all, he's a bit of a green thumb, and me, being me, I'm not a fan of green thumbs at all. The environmentalists, they just set us back a couple of years, and I'm not a fan of that. I want progress myself. We got a couple of trees falling.
My manuscript and
Got the ranch upgrade available, which is pretty cheap. I think I'll go ahead and...
Governor, I understand.
Yeah. So what this mission really means is that what I won't do is I won't build the mine or anything. Like, you can have the most pointless resources that you're exporting, such as corn and fish, and from your wharf and all of that, and bananas, things that aren't going to run out, whereas mines do. And it's probably not the best idea to waste time on mines or anything. Just keep on building a couple more farms, I think, really. A couple plantations. Pineapples, maybe? Let's see. They'll do alright here. I mean, it's not going to be the greatest thing in the world, though, is it? But build that there. Alright. What will actually be good around here? Bananas? Nope. Cocoa? No. Coffee will do alright. It's just the desert isn't really the best place to be placing this stuff, so... let's see how many square tiles this is. This is 3, 6, 7. And over here there's 6 tiles, so we'll be like missing 1. Yeah. That's a shame. Alright, let's go plant some bananas up north around over here though. I'll build them facing this way.
Our brave commander did not manage to catch the dreaded pirate as another fleet beat into the punch.
However, he was convinced by his crew that losing a leg is a must for any naval commander. He asked what wood to use for his new wooden leg. Okay, and our brave commander was our son, wasn't it? That's quite sad. Let's go with a rich mahogany. Okay. In the meantime, let's also extend this roads so people can come around here a little easier. There we go. That's pretty simple. And I guess we just got to wait it out until people finish building all of their things that they're working on.
That is to say,
built the shovel, which means that I'm able to go for productivity skills and then a lumber mill and then a military fort. Okay. Now, we've built 2 docks. We're going to need a 3rd one. What is...
Our land is on.
I don't want that.
Presidente.
Okay, 30 illiterate colonists, so that's pretty easy. Well, an easy choice, to say the least. To have another dock. Got another main mission.
I remember that time we really wanted to drain some brains here to Tropico. It was so depressing when we failed.
Now that I think about it, is there a chance that we actually stole those people from ourselves? Jumping llamas? Presidente, I'm not even sure which grammar tense to use anymore. Have 5 mansions, which will give us 5 extra managers.
While His Majesty finds your... His Royal Majesty has instructed...
Alright, I should have, 12,000. So, I'm not able to level really anyone up. Apart from Modesto. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go probably build those 5 mansions, which will give us 5 extra managers. So wait, we're over here. Mansions, beauty improves the housing quality of the mansion. Okay. We need to, I guess, beautify the area. I'll probably build the mansions facing the palace. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so once that'll be built, that'll be too easy. Let's just place the buildings that I actually care about on high construction priority, although that guard tower's built anyway.
Thanks to your efforts, the revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
Let's import some revolutionaries, and wow, those mansions must have cost a fair amount. Hopefully we can get back on track financially. Because at the moment, not too good. We're still playing at a pretty fast pace. Not a problem there. It doesn't show us how many goods we're actually exporting in a raw amount. But it'll come up to about 3,000 or so. Over here and about 3,500 over here. So that's pretty good. I just need that money. And hopefully it'll start coming in shortly. Still got 3 people in our library.
I sat with 3 other members of the...
Alright, so maybe it's time to start thinking about some managers. You can't really have a manager in here though, can you? Nope. Effectiveness for other buildings increased by 1. Let's go place her there. Tycoon. I might pay these people a little bit more, I think. And that should change the research rate. I'm hoping it would. You'd think it would. Make the people happier and all. There we go. It did actually quite a bit. 67. There we go. We're making money again.
His Majesty personally inspected several.
Okay, we've got to have 2 upgraded ranches. Not a problem. We've already got 1. We did export that wool really quickly though, didn't we? So this time, wait, what's the upgrade for the llama? Job quality, okay. So let's go back to raw resources, a ranch, and let's go with cattle. Oh wow, cattle is actually really good to place everywhere. And that wasn't connected to a road though, was it? Is now. Good stuff. And we're still in the black in our budget, so that's not a problem. We've got more than halfway, or not even halfway I should say, in here.
Just discovered the number of times you need to get hit by a...
We've just got 42 new citizens, so hopefully those mansions come online pretty quickly.
My good fellow, I have it from a very reliable source that there be gold in them there hills, boy. I suggest you send some men to find it.
I look forward to you finding it. The Rush for Gold. I'm sure that's a movie quote from something, but it doesn't come to mind for me. If you are yet to establish an army, you can send your palace guard to explore the island. You may have to fund several expeditions to find the gold deposit. Okay.
Great jumping llamas, Presidente.
Jeez, how many of these cash donations are we going to get? I'm hoping it's not over here. There's not really all that many mine deposits though, are there? Is there? I mean, it could be around here somewhere. I'm not really fussed about that gold deposit though, because we're not focusing on mining at all. Maybe I could upgrade this. Increase the effectiveness of all other nearby pineapple plantations and hydroponic farms by 25 based on effectiveness. Okay. So that's a pineapple plantation. We'll have to have a couple more pineapple plantations then. Okay, with small parcel growth as well. And let's just check out how many unemployed do we have. 25. So, jobs galore for us then. Let's go with another plantation of pineapples, and I'll place that. So hard to see where you're going to be placing things, but over here seems like a good bet. Yep, that worked out pretty damn well. Okay, and then we're way too close to an undiscovered area, so we can't really go about our own place, our own thing there. Let's go, maybe go for, raw resources, and then we'll go back to plantations. Sugar. Okay, sugar can be placed around here. I will get to that because we do need sugar plantations whether we like it or not. Place one there, and another plantation of sugar. Would be best to place it like around here. Okay. So what I'll do is build a road from here. If only I was able to build it straight. Except they're not letting us do that, really. There we go. That'd work. Alright, so we've got a couple of farms to build. probably put the rest of these on low construction priority, because they are not important at all.
His Royal Majesty would like to know more about your island, old chap. Be a good fellow and send a few men out to explore the island a bit.
I still remember my first expedition. We trekked through snake-infested swamps to reach the heart of the jungle and capture the deadly Panamanian golden frog. Jolly good fun all around. Send an expedition to explore the islands. You can send an expedition from your palace or military fort. Alright, well we might as well kill two birds with one stone then. And we'll go with explore. What would be the best bet? I mean, I could send them out like around here, but not quite sure where I want to send them. Let's just send them out around here. Yeah, unfortunately here you can't like go ahead and tell them to explore a couple of mines.
About your rivalry with Cayo de Fortuna and Bao Bao, he fancies the idea of pitting his two best governors against each other to break the monotony of life at court.
Oh, interestingly enough, I think we are going to be fighting it against ourselves. At first, he wanted to organise a gladiatorial fight to the death between the two of you, but I talked him out of it. I told him that if he allows you to impose economic sanctions on your rival, this will make the fight much more epic. Because of your excellent performance in the past, he grants the option of first strike to you. Increase the export quota of our rival, or increase the taxes of your rival. Let's increase the taxes. And we've finished our research. Let's just go with constitution and all of that stuff. I'm not really fussed with what we're going for because you don't really need anything for this mission. Maybe a bit more of a military wouldn't hurt. But just in general, I think we've done fairly well for ourselves. We've got all our family members around. Checking the area out. People carrying their carts around as well. Alright, so this mansion's been built up. Unfortunately, we can't electrify it. Oh, and that was an iron deposit.
The expedition has made a wonderful discovery, a peculiar, wide-eared marsupial. What shall we name it?
If you'd allow me to give a couple of suggestions. Bradley, Tobias, and he just goes through so many names. Oh, I said that already. Tobias. Oh, Kane. Alright, His Majesty. Oh, we should name him His Royal Majesty. 6 months mandate extension and increased revolutionary support, and name it after one of your dynasty members. Do I need that extra? Well, it's interesting that we get a mandate extension and revolutionary support, but I think because the animal is a peculiar wide-eared marsupial, it's a bit of an insult. So I'm going to go with that. We'll see what the king will say. Oh wow.
It seems that your rival has some crafty and rather undesirable allies. A man going by the name of Leon Kane used his influence to pull him out of the misery.
Oh. The king was talked into reducing the penalty to a petty sum of money in the name of this nonsense called healthy competition. Yet His Majesty is very interested in the development of the rivalry and hopes that soon one of you two will hang on the rope for incompetence. A mandate increased by 12 months yet again. Very nice. Although I don't need that extra mandate of extension of 12 months. Don't think we'll even finish building these buildings that we need to go ahead and finish. Oh, this went down to 45, but... Oh, here we go. I'll come back up to 67 or so. It should... There we go. That's pretty cool, though. If you pay them the highest amount, then 2 workers will pretty much give off the same amount as 3 workers on a medium amount of money. It's good to know. We're not losing all that much money through paying people as well in our wages. We can check all this. We still got a fair few unemployed, so I'll have to get on top of that. We can't do anything about healthcare. I can do something about religion and entertainment. So let's go change those things around. Religion and Catholic mission. Catholic missions are the most useful when you place them around where people live, so I guess that's why we're doing that. And I've got the money to go ahead and quick build a lot of this stuff. Okay. Can we go ahead and look at the overlay?
Herr Presidente, I'm afraid my calculations proved correct. The events rearrange themselves so that time may continue its predetermined course.
Ah, Zweinstein, you make a reappearance. You did an astounding job trying to impede the progress of your other self, yet it seems that even slightly different, this timeline resulted in the same pattern of events. Kane managed to earn the independence of the other colony and his plan continues unabated. My intuition tells me that you have to keep up trying. I just ask you to be patient until I find the pattern breaking points that will change the universe. What they are. Okay. Oh, and that's the end of the mission. Oh, that was a very interesting end to the mission. I thought we lost that almost. It's almost as if we did, but we did it. Very interesting. Kind of shocked at what just happened, but the next mission is called Get Rich Quick, where we've got to amass treasury while exploiting unique opportunities. But until next time though guys, I'll see you later and thank you very much for watching.